Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm super excited to do the demo and review for the RMS Beauty blushes. I've got two colors here. They have a plethora of colors. These are $35. Honestly, when I first got these, I thought they would be bigger. They're not. They're kind of small, but 7 grams is 7 grams, right? They have these refillable containers, so you just push out the bottom and then you can refill. So you don't have to buy the component every single time. I think that's pretty cool. Also, this is a luminous blush. It is talc free. It lasts all day. It has a air gel blend with a 3D finish. So these are going to be shiny. I will do swatches on my hand really quick so you guys can see the colors that I got. I got pomegranate fizz. So that's this guy right here on my hand. It definitely looks more vibrant in a swatch than it does on my face. I just want to keep that in mind for you guys. I have been testing and playing with these for quite some time before I decided to review. And then I have this other color, which is called Maiden Blush. And I'll do that right next to it. Yes, the Maiden's Blush. The Maiden's Blush. And then we have pomegranate fizz, so you can see both next to each other there. Maiden's Blush is definitely more of like a everyday wearable color. And then we've got our summer spring pop here with the pomegranate fizz. I'm actually gonna do Maiden's Blush, especially because I have some fun eyeshadow on today. I will maybe insert a different clip from another day of the pomegranate fizz if I get a chance, just so you guys can see both colors on my face. With that, a bit of my makeup already on. I'm in the middle here. I've got bronzer on and I've got some contour. So it is time for a blush. I'm gonna grab a mirror so I can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna go straight into that pan for you guys using my brush here. What I will kind of show you, if I can actually show you, there is quite a lot of kick up when you dig into this pan, and you do have to dig into the pan. I don't know if it's just because it's a shimmery blush. It takes a little more effort to get it going. Pretty, has a nice wash of color. I'm gonna do more, so I'm gonna go in with my second coat for you. We're just gonna keep building it because I think that's important. I like a lot of blush. If you don't like a lot of blush, you will probably love these because it gives kind of like a washed finish. There's not a lot of like color behind it. I know the camera picks up more color than it's actually in person. So blush, no blush. Let's do the other side. See how light it can be? Like you really have to kind of dig your brush in and keep working it up. It's kind of frustrating for me only because I know people love like buildable blushes, but I was expecting a lot more pigment based on like the colors and just how bright they were and vivid, but they're all pretty wearable with like a wash of color. But I do have to build it up quite a bit to the intensity that I normally wear my blush at, which isn't what everybody wants, but it's what I typically wear. I do wear a lot of blush, so these kind of are missing the mark for me. Like they're fine, you know, but I do have to build up. So if building up the blush is not something you want to do, then I'm not sure if this is a blush for you. So here is the inserted clip of me adding the RMS Beauty. This is pomegranate fizz. We're gonna put it on my face. It looks like this. Really digging in there. As you can see, this is definitely something you have to build up. I'm gonna keep going. But do you guys see that it has just like a sheen to it? But as you're putting it on and you're building, I mean, this is quite a big build. You can see that it just kind of melts itself away almost. So you can't be scared of these. You're definitely not going to make yourself look crazy. So, all right. So that is pomegranate fizz. All right, guys, with the magic of YouTube, all my makeup is on, and I have more thoughts about the RMS Beauty blushes. So for $35, I just don't think you get very much. So I'm gonna start with that. It's 7 grams. Let's see, the Tarte palette. Obviously you're getting 3.4, but you're getting 3 different ones. Let's look at NARS. You're getting 4.8. So I guess like 4 is reasonable, but for some reason the component just looks really small to me, and I was expecting it to be bigger. Also too, like, it's very easy to like refill, so you just kind of push it out and it comes right out, which is nice. I do like the refillable idea. I think that's cool. I like the embossing on the product. I think that's really nice. I think the mirror is like an added bonus in here, of course. Not really necessary for me, but it's okay. Here's the thing. It looks crazy dark in this pan, but as you can see, I put 6 layers on my cheek and it's not dark, like not dark at all. It looks really pretty. It's really wearable. It has a sheen to it without accentuating texture. So I do think it's really pretty. I didn't wear highlighter on my cheeks today just so you can kind of see that it has its own kind of radiance glow to it. It's pretty. I just think having to put 6 layers of anything on is really annoying. It drives me crazy. Like, I want my blush on and done. Like, typically if I've got to do more than 2 coats, I'm kind of annoyed by the product because I'm just like, where's the pigment? The other thing is the way it swatches, you know, I'm going to just do a lighter swatch so you can see. It doesn't have a lot of back color pigment. I don't know if that makes sense for you guys, but what I mean by that is it's showing super pigment, but when you apply it, it's almost like it's a wash of color opposed to true pigment color. And I've noticed that with most shimmering blushes, they all kind of have that same problem when there's no back pigment into the product. I think it's to give it kind of that like flawless airbrush look, and it does look better than most shimmery blushes on my cheek. I don't have any accentuated texture, so I will give it that. However, I still think the Tarte product here, like the Glow Blush bar, is just better. I think I like these pigments better. I feel like there's more color behind them. I don't feel like I have to build them up as much. If you're someone who likes lighter blush and a wash of color, or you really want a buildable blush, then you will love these. For me, it kind of felt a little flat. I'm gonna be honest. Normally I don't love like a shimmery blush, but I've been really into them lately for whatever reason. Maybe because it's spring and summer and I just like the idea of a glowy blush. It's pretty to me. I'm just not wild about it. Like, this is one of the most popular colors, Maiden's blush, and it really looks stunning in the pan. And then when I put it on, it's just kind of very basic, everyday wear, nothing out of the ordinary. Pomegranate Fizz has a little more punch to it, but it's kind of missing that undercolor like we talked about. It's still pretty, but when you do a light swatch of it and you wash it out, like, there's no under pigment. They hold up nicely. You just have to do a lot of layers. If you're a very soft focus blush person, or you're someone who wants like a very luminous blush without adding texture, then I think RMS blush is for you. If you want a little more pigment, I would maybe try the Tarte blushes over this. I think it gives a much more of a punch as far as color and undercolor of the blush. I just know everyone's obsessed with these, and I'm kind of meh. Like, I like them, it's fine, I'm gonna use them because I have them, but I don't know if this is something that I would repurchase again. So I just like to put that thought out there, because everybody, I've seen their videos on these blushes and, you know, the hype around these blushes. I just don't feel quite the same about it. It's fine, and they're better than some other blushes out there that are shimmery, especially because it doesn't add texture, but there just isn't enough under pigment for me. And the fact that I have to build them up and do 6 layers every time I wear it is extremely annoying to me. Maybe for other people who like soft focus blush or just very little blush, they may really love these, and they're user friendly. I will say that. It just takes a whole ton to be too much. It's almost impossible to get too much on with this sort of product. So if that's you, then these will be for you. For me, I like more is more, right? That's just kind of how I like my blush. And for me, I think check it out for yourself, but I really think for me, this is just kind of it's okay. With that, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I post a new video every Tuesday, in that description box will always be my Instagram for daily posts, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.